Martin startled awake, hurriedly announced he had something to declare, then distributed his birthday invitations to everyone. Soon, Martin's birthday arrived. Bart had just added some ice cubes to the drinks. Edna told him to relax and not to think of her as a teacher, but Bart still felt very awkward, so he turned to watch the boring math magic show. Edna had no choice but to sit alone and pass the time.
Edna!
Seymour excitedly talked about his feelings and what he usually does on Saturdays. Edna was also caught up in his excitement, but before long, they both became depressed. The two dejected people toasted to their miserable lives.
Seymour!
Seymour's mother also wanted to join the party, so he hurriedly turned to Edna for help. She took his hand and left. Meanwhile, the children who had been playing suddenly all felt stomach pains. It turned out that the oysters prepared by Martin's parents had gone bad. The ambulance arrived in time. Bart, who hadn't eaten the oysters, found Lisa. On the other side, Seymour and Edna, who also hadn't eaten the oysters, were having a tea party in the playhouse. They gradually developed different feelings for each other. Edna gently caressed Seymour's hand. After breathing rapidly, he took the initiative and kissed her. But unexpectedly, this scene was witnessed by Bart. The next day, while they were sweetly choosing their meal, they suddenly heard Bart nearby mention the playhouse. Seymour quickly interrupted him using the PA system. They tried to make Bart believe it was just his imagination. They were indeed stunned, but soon they came up with a new idea. They brought Bart to the records room. They threatened him with his permanent record and the future career he was interested in. Finally, they successfully dealt with him. That evening, they celebrated at Edna's house. A simple candlelit dinner made their hearts flutter. Seymour affectionately confessed his feelings to Edna. They embraced happily. After that, they began an official secret romance at school. Only Bart began his days of suffering. As someone who knew about their relationship, he was entrusted with the important task of covering for them. Not only did he have to deliver love letters for them, but he was also forced to watch movies he wasn't interested in. He even had to help Seymour deal with his mother. Bart gradually couldn't stand it anymore. This day, he was first wrongly accused by Edna of talking in class. Then he was forced by Seymour to confess to Edna. His classmates all mocked him. So after they left, Bart angrily rallied everyone to follow him. He led them to the storage room and exposed Seymour and Edna in front of everyone. After the children went home, they all told their parents what they had seen. However, words tend to become more and more exaggerated. As a result, they were fired by the furious Chalmers. Bart already felt very guilty, so after Seymour apologized to him, he decided to help them keep their jobs. He first made phone calls to trick the media, police, and public into coming. Then he had Seymour disguise hot dogs as a bomb. Unfortunately, this trick didn't work. At this moment, Maud stepped forward to accuse them of indecent behavior in front of the children. People all echoed her sentiments. Only then did they realize that people had misunderstood them, so Seymour mustered the courage to publicly reveal that he was still a virgin. People were extremely shocked, but they indeed let them off because of this. Chalmers also left awkwardly. However, just when Bart was about to leave Seymour, and Edna suddenly stopped him and informed him that they had decided to break up.